Hello. Wait a sec. I want you to see the background. I'm going to remove myself. Isn't that cute? Gio set that up for me. Who am I? I'm OmniDog from OmniDog's Vault here on OmniBros. Thank you all for being here. Lou will be here. He's always late, so he's going to be here in a sec. Okay, it's not quite 8:10. I say he's after 8:10 tonight. So we got Javi. Welcome, buddy. Back Cato. It's been a long week, but it's Friday. I feel like it was oh, frick. It was me. I didn't send him the link. God. Okay, just a sec. Let's see. What's the link? I think I have to leave the... Wait, no. Is this... Let's see if I can give him this. No, Javi, it's my fault. Oh, man, I almost got away with blaming him. But it's on brand for me, which I guess the young people say these days. TJIF, right. Dean Winchester, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. I know. Let's see. Charles Wilson, nice. Safar. James, how's it going? And Jesse Say What was here. I don't know where he is. And yeah, I don't know. Gosh, that's what happens, I guess, when I create the show really early. I just flake. I could flake if I created it on time too. So it's really a question of my being a flake. You know who aren't flakes? That's right. Oh, shoot. I should have had it all queued up. Motherfucker. That would be instocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 30%, up to 60% off, depending on if it's Robin, the Bronze Age Omni, which you will see a few months later at 70% off. Buy it if you like it, though. No skin off my nose. Yeah, don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. That came in handy this week when I bought Catwoman at 50% off. Yes. Not this Monday, but a week from Monday, we will be giving away a free $50 gift card courtesy of InStockTrades.com. $50 or more gets you free shipping in the United States. That's a big deal, especially with how heavy some of these packages can be. I mean, I was just sent a 35-pound package from them, I feel like, and it was free. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's in stocktrades.com. Woo! I did. Actually, Dean, what happened was this was Tuesday, and I don't pre-order things because I just didn't think I was going to buy it. I was accusing you of being late.
I'm so sorry. I didn't have a
you're
link.
Not late. It's my fault. I never sent you the link.
Somebody didn't send me a link to the show.
Yeah, that would be me. Whoops, I need to turn that off. Kate says, "Hey Lou."
Hello.
The best mod here, Lance of the library. Good to see you. So this was a good segue. There's a bottleneck for USA O-1 visas from influencers and OnlyFans. Oh, okay. Got it. Mail order brides. Wow. What's a website that never has a bottleneck when comics release? I just did that plug. So nice job, NFL dude.
Great job, man.
Okay, here's Dean's question, and I will get you up to date, Lou. Are you familiar with the Tombstone edition of Absolute Death of Superman?
I have no clue what that is.
You're probably better off. Let me see if I can get that. Just as... Oh, no, I don't want to... do that. Where's a no, I better just add it thing. Death. Whoop up 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 up. Absolute Death of Superman Tombstone Edition. Ooh, that's one of the top ones. No, give me the two. Here it is. Nice. It immediately sold out, Lou. It was pre-ordered
Okay.
by everyone else.
Okay.
But not me. I don't pay attention to anything.
Well, yeah, and you're such a huge fan of Death of Superman.
So here's what it looks like. Are you seeing this?
Why?
It's in the shape of a tombstone with a volume button right down here under "Here Lies the World's Greatest Hero."
Uh-huh.
So this thing's 150 smackers.
Oh my God.
But
I have so many questions.
okay, wait. Okay, so there's that.
Okay.
Before I get to the chat, it was okay. So Tuesday, and I didn't pre-order it. So I'm on there at noon, just refreshing, and it felt like a while, like 7 or 8 minutes, that it finally showed the new releases. So I went right to Death of Superman, the Tombstone Edition, because I thought it would be cool to have that as a display piece. Yes, it is a very expensive display piece. IST had it for 40% off, but it was still priced at $150. But in my race to get to the credit card info, I accidentally hit 2.
Oh no.
And I sent it in, and then I saw any orders containing more than it said limit 1 per customer. And I didn't see that. So I was like, F word, it's gonna get canceled. I better put another order in. So I put another order in just to show I could. And I wrote to Adam, who is a great person at IST.
Yes,
and I made it sound funny, like he appreciated the fact that I wasn't being an idiot. And he said, okay, I'll take the 2 off and you can have the 1. So I haven't got it yet, Safar. Are you going to, or did you open it? I don't know if I will be able to open it. I tend to not open things when I get them, because opening the shrink wrap is how I know I've read a book.
Okay.
I'm not that great in my memory right now.
That's fine. I'm in the same boat. Yeah. Method to the madness. Yes.
Good. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it would be a good display piece. I don't feel the way about Death of Superman the way I do about Nightfall. I had fun with Death of Superman, and you'll recall it led me to get interviewed by, I think it was the local NBC Channel 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Local nerd mourns death of fictional cartoon character.
Yes, I am super upset that they are killing my favorite character. You did better.
I've got the polymorphic bag that's sealed in black. This is gonna be worth a fortune one day. I'm gonna be rich.
Okay. Lance, not a fan of that design or even the story. Okay. That's okay. I saw that, Kane. That I believe. Let's see. Kane is no longer. Lance is no longer buying books that can't fit on a shelf. Well, I think Absolutes. Is that book bigger than a regular Absolute? Because I've got all my Absolutes in a 5x1 Kallax that we inherited here. And wait, Kane was saying she's getting tickets. Wait. This is interesting. Wait. Where's William Lee, TGIF? I purchased my anime New York City tickets, so I will be in the city in August.
Nice.
Yeah, that is cool. And William Lee says, I still never attended it myself. One day I should. Yeah. It's so pristine sealed. Yeah, I get it. Let's see. Charles Wilson asks says earlier today, I was looking up what's in the Superior Spider-Man omnibus and the return of Superior Spider-Man omnibus and what's between them. Can you guess whose video Google recommend?
Omar?
Yeah, probably very fine condition, I would guess.
Yeah.
Published August 16th. Yeah, that tracks with Omar. He gets stuff a year before.
Yeah, Omar gets stuff a while before.
Yeah. So yeah, we both assume it's very fine condition.
Yes.
Hey, here's Hondo. What are you off to doing tonight? Off to work, but just dropping in to say hello. Looking forward to Junji Ito talk and signing, hopefully, at the DeYoung Museum here in San Francisco. That got Omar really revved up yesterday because he hasn't gotten to meet Junji Ito, and Hondo gets to with Maniac Matt. So of course he was frosted. It's much bigger than an Absolute with the Tombstone cover. Wow. Here's Matt. Just be easy on yourself. You know a ton about comics. You may have forgotten more than most of the other people on YouTube know. Give yourself some credit. You are OmniDog, for crying out loud. Thank you, Matt.
I mean, I don't know. There was that one guy in the Facebook group that claimed to be the #1 Superman fan, and I forgot what it was. He got into a squabble with somebody or something like that.
Whoa. Yeah. I remember that guy. I think that was post-pandemic. Yeah, on Facebook. Yeah, and Riley went in to poke the bear a bunch of times and mentioned my name.
So, where do you feel Death of Superman has aged well, or do you think it's more of a product of its time?
Well, that is a good question. I have fond memories of the run. I haven't reread it probably, gosh, in 20 years. When did it come out? 1994, 93 in there? James can correct me.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there's James. He's correcting me. OmniDog over VFC. Thank you. Oh, wait a sec. What? My channel? That can't be.
Oh, look at that.
I did a Superior Spider-Man video with the sequel. This is the best. I love that. I know James is already on it looking for it, so that's pretty interesting. 1993. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Nice. I got to go close this thing because it's making a racket. Okay, I'll see you in a little while, Facebook chat.
Because I haven't read it since forever. But it very much to me feels like a product of its time, right? You know, that extreme 90s era where everything was big and bombastic, and you know, Batman went hardcore with Frank Miller's Dark Knight, and was that around the time the Image was starting to take off? No, I think
that was 1985.
Yeah.
But yeah, Batman and Superman, that was a loud era of comics.
Yeah, Green Lantern killed his own city and he was replaced, Parallax and all that.
Oh my goodness. What else happened? What happened to I should go back to 2023 and see what my
we're already a few years into Barry being dead and the best Flash taking over, Wally. So
oh my god, goodbye. What is that nonsense? OmniDog's Vault overview, Superior Spider-Man omnibus. So
All I'm saying is Wally held the mantle for how long while Barry was dead? Was it
Well,
20
Barry
years?
is who I grew up with, and
Okay.
Wally is the one who insinuated himself upon you. So, NFL dude has an opinion. Death of Superman wasn't a good comic then. It only existed to manipulate. Oh, there was a speculator boom for sure, and it started the glut of summer events that led to Nightfall, Clone Saga, Armor Daredevil. I never read that. Daredevil had armor.
There was a period that he did. You can
Uh,
look it up. You can look this up. It looks terrible. I hate the suit. I think it looks disgusting.
I'm gonna have to watch my own video to find out what's on Superior Spider-Man
Yeah.
Omnibus. That's the best. Thank you for Charles. That's funny for the first volume. Okay. I wanted to wait. Oh, third, the first. Lance says finally bit the bullet and got the 2 Tomb Raider Colossal collections. Those
Nice.
Top Cow comics are silly fun. Also, I think Sophie Turner at least looks really good in the outfit for the upcoming show. Oh, Sophie Turner, she was in Game of Thrones, and she was married to a Jonas brother for like 3 seconds. Is
Yes.
that Sophie Turner?
I think that's her.
Dean says extras are really good. I'm good with Omnis, but I see the appeal. Some people just bought it just because it was a limited to 1993 copies. I kind of have allergy when figures and comics are limited. Yeah, I get it. I am good with the Death of Soups Omni. Yeah, I'm on my third Death of Soups Omni because they keep changing it and releasing a new one. So I sell my old one and rebuy, and I'm not doing that. That's I can just hear Very Fine saying, "Yes, you are." It'll be interesting when the third big Tomb Raider book comes out. They're from the era of the Survivor reboot series that started in 2013, and the comics are pretty bad. I had heard that I've never read Tomb Raider and never seen the art or the writing.
Yeah.
It looks like the people who buy it are into it and really like it. So I don't know. Have you ever read that?
Read the Tomb Raider stuff? No.
Yeah.
No. I've never read any of it. I've never heard anything about it. I've never heard if it's good or bad or anything like that. I mean, I love the video games when they first came out, and I enjoyed the reboot a few years ago, but I haven't. Sorry, man, I'm not familiar with that stuff.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I only have been aware of it in the past year, and people are saying they love it for the art. So, okay. I can't get over this. I want to see what he said that I said about it. Did I? Oh no, where's Charles? I think it was Charles. Earlier today, I was looking up what's in the Superior Spider-Man Omnibus and the return of Superior Spider-Man Omnibus and what's between them. Okay. Oh, whoa. So my video came up first?
Okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go, Jess.
Yeah, baby. That's even better than my Neil Adams. I'm third on the Neil Adams video thing for Google.
But you're number one in their hearts, and that's what counts.
Jake in the chat. What up, buddy? Hey. He's really been helping me because I have an amplified speaker system. So I just have a turntable and the amplified speakers, and the speakers blew out.
Nice.
And no, it wasn't from my playing it loud. They just kicked. They died.
Why doesn't it go past 11?
It went to 11 apparently. So he's helping me out by getting me apart and helping me fix it, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, what a tragic loss that was, man. The director, I'm having a tough time remembering his name right now. Neil Marshall, was that what it is?
Carl Reiner's son,
Yes.
uh,
Oh, not anymore.
Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner. Goodness gracious. Yeah, what a tragic loss that was. And so many iconic lines and movies and stuff like
Oh,
that. Oh
yeah.
gosh. That one hurt. Yeah, that
I
one.
agree with that, especially the way it happened.
Yeah, that one
That's
really hurt.
really tragic.
Like if you look at his catalog, it's insane. We're kind of just riffing tonight, folks. I didn't have a topic. I've had a really like rough week. I've been so just as a kind of a follow up. We'll bounce back to this, but just as a kind of a follow up to last week, I have been in and out of doctors' offices and hospitals for the past week, and it sucked.
Oh, hospitals too?
Well, I went to the hospital the other night because of the whole situation with my neck, because
Yeah.
it was starting to drive me nuts. So like, all right, I got to get some serious answers. So I told my wife about Sunday afternoon. I was like, look, at this point, I'm just gonna go to the hospital. I need to get some serious answers, maybe get some stuff done. So I go in. The doctor immediately is like, look, you don't look like you're in any present pain or danger or anything like that, so you're gonna be here a while. I'm like, fine. They give me a room and they give me a bag of morphine, which oh, serendipity. Oh my gosh, man.
What the heck?
Oh, let me tell you something. I miss that. It's been a long time since I've had some morphine. I was feeling very nice, and they give me an anti-inflammatory for the whole situation with my neck. So they run a CT scan on me and everything like that, and they go, "Look, this is what we're pretty sure is going on, but we're not 100% sure." I'm like, "All right, great, thanks. You can't give me an answer. Swell." So basically, they're like, "You've got disc degeneration in your neck." And we think what's there is starting to get a little bit inflamed and it's starting to bother a nerve that you've got in the area. And
Oh.
that's kind of what's setting off like this involuntary muscle spasm that you've been getting. I'm like, oh, great, wonderful. Um, so
You asked for surgery so you could get more morphine?
dude, no. The general gist of it was like, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a recommendation for you to go see a neurosurgeon. I'm like, oh, fuck, fine. So I go see a neurosurgeon. I scheduled the appointment for the following week, and I was like, I don't want to wait a fucking week to figure out what's going on. So I scheduled an appointment for this. So I called the Wednesday. I was like, hey, look, this is what's going on. Is there any way the guy can see me? They're like, yeah, come on in. We'll see you last minute. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go there, and the neurosurgeon, really cool guy actually. He takes a look at me and he's like runs like a few just basic tests and stuff like that. Asks me a whole bunch of questions. He's like, look, I don't think it's anything too serious, honestly. And the first question that I asked was like, dude, do you think it's Parkinson's? Because
Oh.
because it's involuntary neck spasms. That when I take a step, my head was turning to the
Oh, yeah,
right.
that's right.
Yeah, so I was freaking out. I'm like, "Do you think it's Parkinson's?" He starts laughing and he's like, "No, no, no, man. It doesn't work like that. Don't worry." I'm like, "Okay, I can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. At least
I
it's
don't
not."
blame you for being concerned about
Yeah,
that.
at least it's not that. Or at least it doesn't seem to be that. And he goes, "What I think you've got is torticollis."
I had to look that up.
Yeah, it freaking sucks. And he's like, normally what I would do is because you have been improving, and it's true, I have been improving. They've given me anti-inflammatory medication and stuff like that specifically for that area. And he's like, because you've been improving, I'm not super concerned about it. So normally what I do is I'd make you wait about 2 to 3 months and see how you end up. I'm like, fuck, okay. And he goes, but I'm gonna just go ahead and run a few. I'm gonna run an MRI on your shoulder blade because, like, he checked my shoulder blade. He's like, your shoulder blade is swollen. Something's going on there. I'm like, oh, okay. So I've got an MRI scheduled 2 weeks from now. But long and the short of it is, the doctor's not the neurosurgeon doesn't seem super concerned about anything. I'm like, okay, well, that's good news at least.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at right now. It is getting better, but it's so
Did they give you gabapentin for the nerve?
cyclobenza
Oh,
something.
that's Flexeril. That's a
Yeah,
muscle relaxant.
yeah, they gave me a muscle relaxer, and then they gave me a painkiller. But the neurosurgeon's like, you're not in pain, so don't take it. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
I don't like the whatever the hell it is.
Flexeril, yeah, it can
Yeah,
make you sleepy.
No, that's not the problem. I suffer from depression.
Oh.
And dude, it hits like a truck on that.
Oh, no. That's
Yeah,
awful.
yeah. My wife was really concerned about me the other day. She's like, "You're in a real bad mood since you started that." And it's been years, and I started getting really bad thoughts and stuff. Not on my family or anything, like, I wouldn't do anything to them or anything, but just, like, really bad thoughts against myself, and I was like, "Oh, this is not good at all." So I look up the side effects, and it's one of the side effects that it can cause serious depression. I'm like, "Well, fuck." So
That's bad.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting better. I went through it today without it just because this was my first day back from work in a week, back to work in a week. Um, and I was like, I'm not gonna take it. I'm just not gonna take it. And I felt pretty good.
Mm,
Still doing a little bit. The head turning is not as extreme as it was before. Before it was like almost all the way there. Now it's kind of like here when it happens.
hmm.
So it is getting better. Um, but I came home and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take it because I'm trying to take it at night before bed, blah, 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 just to help out with it. And dude,
Mhm.
I saw it firsthand today. I'm like, my mood dropped like, within like about an hour from when I took it. So I can't take it. I got to figure something else out with a different relaxer or speak to somebody.
Well, wow. I take gabapentin for my nerve pain.
Yeah.
It helps me a lot, but
Mhm.
I don't know if that's a um, out there for you from the doctor. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I like this comment. Just knowing these medicine names off the top of his head is amazing. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life for the past 10 or 15 years. Yeah.
So the neurosurgeon isn't super concerned about it. He's like, just get this MRI done for the shoulder blade and like this area, and then we'll take a look and see. But
So, did you know your shoulder blade was inflamed? Was it hurting?
well, this whole started with my shoulder blade. Like this whole situation. I was at work and then I felt a sharp
Oh,
pain and it
that's
shot from
right.
my shoulder blade up here. So I guess it makes sense that something's going on back there. So I'm 90% sure it's a pinched nerve. And because I've been taking the muscle relaxers, I've been taking it easier at work, I've been stretching a lot more. I
Mm.
think that's why I've seen improvement.
Well, that's great to hear.
This sucks. I wouldn't wish this on anybody.
I can think of a couple people, not you
Yeah,
though.
yeah. They gave me a bag of morphine. Oh my gosh, can they just give me another bag of morphine? I'll take it now.
um, Matt says, "Hope you feel better," and a
Thanks.
lot of people are rooting for you in the chat. Lance asks, "Did you see the Stranger Things finale?"
Yes, I did. Yeah.
He says, I thought it was pretty uneven, but I did really like the final scene. Also, I actually feel pain from hearing what you've been dealing with. LOL. Yeah, he did
Yes.
a really good description of it. I didn't see the Stranger Thing finale, but go ahead. I'm still in the middle of What We Do in the Shadows, so I'm never going to get to Stranger Things.
As look, as a finale, I see a lot of people like, oh my gosh, this was terrible, blah, blah, blah. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think they completely dropped the ball on it. The finale for me is saved by literally the second half. After they finish the bad guy in like 5 minutes, the main bad guy, I looked on the time for Netflix and I was like, oh, I still have another hour of this. What the hell is going to happen in another hour? That second half is really what saves that finale because they close out a bunch of storylines. They end a bunch of different arcs and stuff like that. I thought it was solid. I thought it was serviceable. It does what it needed to do. It could have been better. Could have been a lot better.
Mm.
It was kind of an overall uneven season, but it was okay. Yeah, I didn't hate it.
Let's see. Oh, Jake actually, yeah, had a really cool experience with Dan Jurgens today.
Oh, cool,
And he
man.
said, I think they made the tombstone so limited because it was only $25 more. Lance, as someone born in the 90s, I honestly think at its most extreme, it's arguably the most dated era of comics. That I agree with. You
The
can look at a
art,
book and just say 90s.
the art is a dead giveaway to it, honestly. And
Yeah.
where you've got some guys like Jim Lee that I would argue have kind of evolved a little bit with the
Yeah.
times. You've got other guys like Rob Liefeld, who, by all accounts, he doesn't seem like he's that bad of a person. Seems like he's actually a pretty decent guy.
He does draw thin ankles.
Yeah, who his art is still stuck in that time period for better
Mm.
or worse, and I'm just not a fan personally. Nothing against the guy.
Let's see. Lance is not buying the third Colossal collection. Okay, cool. Oh, the book comes signed? And Dan Jurgens can only sign so many. Yeah, well, it sounds like he signed 1,000. He was a great guy at Heroes to me. I had a really good conversation with him, telling him how much I thought that first Rebirth book of Superman was to Superman canon, and just what an important story it was in general. I think it's Lois and Clark. And I enjoyed talking to him about it.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Let's see. Lance says, completely agree on the finale, Lou. The second half saved it for me as well. I care more about the human stuff than the mindless action.
Well, yeah, that's some of the best horror is because you care about the characters. Like if you don't get me wrong, I love a good slasher. I love a good Friday the 13th where it's like, all right, I'm literally watching this just to see a bunch of horny teenagers get gutted or disemboweled by Jason Voorhees because I've got problems. Um, but really, I think some of the best horror stories are the ones that you care about them. Lock and Key is a great example. You care
Mm.
about the Locke family. You genuinely get to know them, and as they go through this horrible, tragic event that happens to them at the beginning of the story, and they have to deal with the fallout of it, um, you care about the mom who she's struggling with her own demons and her overcoming that. You care about the kids who are dealing with their own separate stuff and their own personal lives and the coming of age story there. It's the same thing with the Shining that I'm reading the book right now. With the movie, let's use the movie as an example. You care about what happens to Danny, right? And you care about what happens to Danny's mom. You don't care too much about what happens to Jack Nicholson's character because he's kind of fucking nuts at the beginning anyway. Um, but when Jack shows up with that axe and he's chasing Danny and his mom down the hallway, you genuinely are afraid for their life because you're like, wow, these are really good people, and it's a kid that's in danger, and he seems like he's a sweet kid, and they take that time setting that up. Poor Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall, man, she had a horrible time on that set though.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that, hearing about that.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick was a fucking asshole to her on the set.
I did hear that. Back Cato, if you care, you are far more vested. Yeah.
True.
And getting back to Stranger Things, our friend from New Zealand, Beyond Comics, sent me a note in Discord, and he showed a 2-day watch party for Stranger Things with a bunch of his friends getting together. And I thought, I don't even care how good Stranger Things is or isn't. That looks really fun to be with that many friends celebrating something.
Agreed.
So good for you, Beyond. I've already ordered it so far because, I need Detective Chimp mostly. I already have a Zatanna, but I accept the Zatanna. This is part of my. Let's see. I'm going to start this weekend because this has been haunting me. Right? You always have fun poking me up my nose about this. So
no, not this book.
Mortal Hulk, both of them.
Still waiting on that one.
Yeah, maybe I read it after this.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Because I have read all the Absolute hardcovers so far, except for this one. I just finished Absolute Flash, Martian Manhunter, and the first 3. And so this makes 6 out, I think. And they're all so good. And I realize they're already on 15 or 16. Everybody's going to be ahead of me when it comes to these books, which is the first time I've cared about that in a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a video, live video sometime with a bunch of people like Jake, who's just in the chat, Sean from Comic Pals, BJ. I'm going to ask Bunk to be on, single issue collectors. I want to know how they're feeling about all the Absolute comics, because it seems like people love almost all of them.
Yes.
And I have DC Universe Ultra or whatever. So I really could catch up on all of them. So I'm not going to say I'm going to, because James is in the chat and he'll bring it up again. But I'm definitely, now that I'm done, I did read Rook Exodus.
Okay, and
oh, I thought it was great.
Yes, it is.
It was really great.
Yeah.
It took a little while for me to care, but then I started to care.
Okay.
For the consequences, and then it got the more information. Of course, I think Jeff Johns is probably really great at this, just kind of introducing the characters,
yeah,
and then creating the stuff that sets the tone. And it just got more and more interesting and thrilling, and I love it when my heart or the area in here can kind of pump with adrenaline for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in Rook Exodus when I first saw what the big bad guy was doing. I really enjoyed it. So
I like the concept of the different masks and how they were originally used to kind of help with agriculture and stuff like that in the world and everything, and how that's kind of been turned. It's a really fun, really cool science fiction book. I really like it a lot.
Now I'm going to read Geiger this week. I'm just going to keep reading Justice League along with whatever whatever else I read. Geiger. So thinking of Geiger, do you know if Rook Exodus is in the unnamed universe, or is it a separate thing?
I believe somebody in the chat will be able to help out.
Yeah.
I believe it is. I believe it is part of like the whole Geiger, Red Coat, and all that other. I think it's all part of that stuff.
Okay, so you think it's part of the unnamed?
I think so. I think it is part of that. Yeah, because this is the only of that universe. This is the only of the of those books that I've read so far.
Oh, you haven't read Geiger or Junkyard Joe?
I haven't. No, I need to get around to it.
Those books are great.
I
really dig them. Who don't you know if he's a single issue person? Did you? Oh, this one. I think Dom reads freaking everything, and he is like one of those rare super brainiacs that retains everything to like the page, like Crisis, and to a certain extent, Very Fine. But Dom is just a supercomputer of going back probably to the beginning of the Silver Age on to the right now. I don't know how much. I think he's starting the Golden Age, but he just absorbs things and really fast. So I wish I had that ability, but I don't.
I'm getting 2 different responses in the chat. So Gene and Aku say Rook Exodus was not part of the same universe as Geiger, but part of the overall Ghost Machine imprint. And Aku says it is not in the unnamed universe. But Bakato says Rook is adjacent. It takes place on another planet way in the future from the other titles.
Because the reason I'm asking is because I saw the variant covers, and it featured Redcoat, which I haven't read yet. um, Junkyard Joe and Geiger, the
Hmm.
flaming skull guy. I can't remember. Maybe he's Geiger. I can't remember. I'm
Ghost
ready to
Rider?
I'm ready to reread it. So okay. Chelsify. I only buy single issues, but I love this channel.
Oh,
Woo.
awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, you brought up rereading. Is there a book right now in your collect? 'Cause typically, we don't reread much, right? Because we have so many other stuff to keep track of.
Yeah.
We kind of go through. There's just so many hours in the day. Is there something you would like to go back and reread one day?
I'm looking at my shelf right now of Omnis.
Hmm.
I would this won't come as a surprise to anybody. I'd like to go back and reread Black Cat because I really loved
Nice.
it.
Okay.
I I need to go back and reread Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol and Animal Man because I haven't read Animal Man in a solid 15 years.
Oh my God, Animal Man holds up so well. I love that.
Oh, okay, that's great to know. Um I'd like to oh no, that's something I need to read. Day Day talked me out of selling. Day Day might be a good guest for that singles thing, but he's also a collecting guy. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
Mm.
I didn't sell the Charles Soule Daredevil, even though it was going for $3 online, because Day Day talked me out of it, and rather forcefully talked me out of it. So I will keep it and read it. I wouldn't mind rereading Hickman's Avengers. That whole Hick Vengers, Hick Fantastic Four, Shield, Secret Warriors, that whole thing. And Ultimate, the Ultimates with
Ultimate.
the 12 issue Ultimates, and then Ultimate Thor and Hawkeye.
Good choice.
I wouldn't mind rereading that stuff. I really, really loved that.
I would like to take a crack again at, and I never finished it, and I've kind of joked around with it before. I would like to take a crack at Starman again by James Robinson. I'm older now.
Oh,
I'm a
you
bit-
didn't like it?
I didn't like it initially. I never finished it because I got through, I think, the first, back when they were collecting them in those trade paperbacks. Do you remember those? The thick ones that they were coming out with at the time?
Oh yeah, like the compendiums.
Yeah. I read the first one of those and it did not click with me. But I'm a bit older now. I mean, we're talking over like got to be close to 10 years at this point, or like 7, 8 years, something like that. I'm a bit older now, and I wonder if that book would resonate a little bit more with me now that I'm knocking on the door of 40 in a few years and stuff like that. Um, I'd like to take another swing at that. I would love to do a reread one day of Sandman because
Mm.
the last time I read it, I was in college. So it's been a really, really long time.
The last time I read it, I think, gosh, I don't even know if it was in this century. Wait, century? Yeah, we're in a new century.
Hmm.
Maybe like 2005 or something. You know,
2005.
that's 20 years ago. So
Yeah.
no way do I remember that. I would love to reread Sandman.
Yeah, Sandman, Preacher, because I'm due for. I haven't read Preacher in like 5, 6 years at this point, so I'm way past due for a reread on Preacher. I love that book. Um,
How about like 100 Bullets? Did you enjoy that the first time?
I didn't. I never finished it.
Mm.
Brian Azzarello is really interesting for me. Brian Azzarello can be hot or he can be cold for me, depending on his stuff. I absolutely loved his Wonder Woman run. I've talked about it on this show 1,000 times. I love Cliff Chang's art on that book. I think it's incredible. It's beautifully done. But I could not get through 100 Bullets. With the exception of there is one issue in particular. It's a one shot that involves, I'm trying to be super vague. It involves a president of the United States and how that story and a famous event ties into 100 Bullets.
Hmm. I don't. I. It's been ages since I read it. I had it in trade
Okay,
paperback at first.
the Marilyn Monroe story.
Oh. Oh. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I, I'm getting a vibe on that makes
yeah.
me think I can remember it.
I thought that was brilliant. I love that single issue of 100 Bullets. The other stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, this isn't for me.
Yeah, I get it. I'm trying to run down all the Vertigo titles in the other room of stuff that I really loved. Um,
What about Why the Last Man?
oh, I would reread that so I could see. People say it hasn't aged well,
I've heard the same thing.
and
Yeah,
I so I read that out when the oversized hardcovers came out, 2016, 2017. I really enjoyed it, but I'm interested in seeing what people are seeing in the book now.
yeah. Ooh,
Aku, Jess, I'm 3/4 in with Justice League Dark New 52. I'm liking it, but I want to get into more Zatanna. That didn't come out right, or did it? I get it. You are going to be a perfect candidate, as am I, for Paul Dini's Zatanna.
Mm.
The omnibus comes out this summer, I think, maybe May or June, somewhere in there. I only have the ridiculous thin trades that I must have got them in like 2015. But I think Paul Dini wrote her a little spicier,
I
not
like that.
too spicy, but more as a fully developed woman and character. And I thought it, and a person. I thought it was. I also think it was unfinished.
Mm.
So I wish it had gotten a chance to finish. Um, but Anne Zatanna's great in Justice League Dark Rebirth.
Mm.
She's great, and so's Wonder Woman. The fact they made Wonder Woman magic, I thought was awesome. Single issue is the cure for FOMO. Do okay, Rook Exodus. Yes, people are talking about. Yeah, I remember how certain comics made me feel, but I don't retain plot details. I don't either.
It can be a little bit tough to retain because he reads so much. You watch so much and stuff like that, and if you're constantly reading and constantly downloading comics and movies and like whatever, it can be a lot to kind of keep your head steady on what that happened in that. Really? Oh, that small moment happened there. I don't remember that.
I saw a scene on, I don't know, Kelly's sending me, my daughter's sending me clips of the Japanese dub of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's hilarious uh, to see the captain exploding on those signature things. Um, and I scrolled down a little bit and I saw this episode of something with Dan Stevens in it. I was like, gosh, that seems really familiar. This is a great clip. It was from freaking Legion, which I forgot to finish.
Legion is so good. I need to finish it too.
Creative Freedom Show says, hey, smoke some weed, Lou, for your back. Medical purposes only.
Thank you, brother. It's been a few years for me, but funny enough, the neurological surgeon was like, "Hey, man, maybe we can get you on medicinal." I was like, I'm like, "Say no more." Okay.
That's awesome. Those are just special covers. This is about Rook Exodus. There's just special covers that I talked about featuring the unnamed with other characters from the imprint, similar Ghost Machine, when they put Spawn on all the different Image comics. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm having Sean by single issues. You mean Comic Pals, Sean, right? Oh, here's a good one. I'll be honest. There's 3 really chunky Omnis, and I've only read, and this was back in singles, the first Omni was worth, and then a third of the second. I haven't read the third at all. So I don't know. I remember enjoying it.
Yeah.
But that feels like I read it almost 30 years ago. I
Isn't
enjoyed
that
it.
isn't the book where J.K. Rowling swears she didn't steal the character's look from? Like,
Timothy Hunter, and
eh.
looks exactly like Timothy Hunter, Harry Potter does.
Yeah. It's like,
Mm.
okay, sure thing, JK. Right. And
Yeah.
Robert Kirkman never watched 28 Days Later. Okay. Yeah. All right. And Quentin Tarantino never stole any scenes from any movies. And okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Those hospital scenes in the very beginning where the patients wake up and they yank their IV out and then they're in the hospital alone
Yeah.
and the zombie apocalypse is outside.
Oh, yeah, totally. Kirkman swears up and down he never stole that scene from 28 Days Later. And I'm like, okay. All right.
Come on, dude.
All right. It's okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, same thing with Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino steals. Quentin Tarantino steals, but he gives you a better product a lot of times. So that's why nobody ever gives him any guff for it. But he's a known thief for plot points and stuff like that. But what can you do?
Chris Chats Comics. I read Hickman's FF Avengers and then Secret Wars this past summer for the first time. So epic. You are
Nice.
correct. And that's a nice logo you got for yourself. That looks good. Chris Chats Comics. It's got all 3 C's in there. I never read Watchmen yet because I already know that's going to be a mind fuck I'm not ready for yet. That I read it as a 25, 26-year-old. So you
Yeah.
might be right if you're a teenager, maybe early 20s. I don't know. I read it in singles when it came out
Yeah.
and then reread it so I knew what was really going on.
I would say if you seem like you're pretty young. I could be wrong. But if you're really just starting to dive headfirst into comics and you've never read Watchmen, kind of build your muscles a little bit more and read some other stuff, and then jump into Watchmen. I think you'll appreciate it a lot more for what it is because there are tons of people out there that they jump into Watchmen and they go, "That's it. That's what this is." But you gotta appreciate it for the context, the timing, what Alan Moore got right. Goodness gracious, some of the stuff he got right, some of the stuff that was commentary and things like that. Uh, there's a lot there. There's a whole lot there, and please read the prose stuff because there's a lot of people
Oh
that
yeah,
there's
got to
a lot
read
of people
everything.
yeah there's a lot of people that immediately goes, okay, well, oh geez, I got to read 4 or 5 pages of prose in between my comic book. Yeah, but there's a lot of backstory there that fills in a lot of important stuff. And don't skip the Black Freighter stuff.
Oh yeah. Also reads a bunch of 80 to 83 crappy crap Bronze Age comics because that's why Dark Knight Returns and Watchmen were so impactful.
Yeah.
As Lou said, the context and the timing, they both those comics completely changed comics right when it happened. And they're what both of those things are what got me back into comics. So yeah, you really should read the crappy crap that was published before that to really get
If you want to read Alan Moore, though, start with his Swamp Thing run. His Swamp Thing run is incredible. It's accessible as well. It's not nothing too crazy. I mean, it does get a little psychedelic at points, but it's a really cool run. It's where you get arguably everything that was built upon for the character years and years after. You also get the introduction of John Constantine, who makes his first appearance there. You get a really cool seance moment with Zatanna and her father.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that happens in there too. You get a one-off issue where where Swamp Thing fights Batman, and then Batman goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna zip away because this is a really big problem." Um, it's a really brilliant run, and this was Alan Moore, I think, when he was really first starting out with comics. That Swamp Thing run.
Well, Remy, no, don't say that. I want to read. I think you should read Y the Last Man. Especially if you can get the deluxes for cheap. Those are really nice books, really well done. Maybe when I reread it, I will just go, I don't see it, or I see it, I don't mind, or I see it and I want to get rid of it. I don't know. Those are the only three things. But I found it really inventive and interesting. Oh, Jake says about his nice comments from online from Dan Jurgens. DC wouldn't give him a second copy of the Tombstone Absolute, so I offered to send him a free one, since he's the writer and artist of it, for a social media post about our shop helping him and an interview someday, and he loved that deal. Nice. Blue, that 100 Bullets one shot was a work of genius. One of my fave issues of the whole series. Great taste.
It's so good. It really is. I read it and went, where's the rest of Azarello? Where's like the rest of this stuff in the book?
Yeah.
I didn't get, I got like, I think like 20 issues in 100 Bullets, 25, something like that. I don't remember.
Scalped was a binge read.
Oh, Scalped was incredible.
Couldn't keep it down. Right. Kane, Absolute Wonder Woman is awesome. Right. I'm looking forward to reading. Ooh, Absolute Zatanna. Doc Elevator said something about Absolute Zatanna back here. Sorry, I missed it, but I remembered it. They need to make an Absolute Zatanna figure now. Okay.
That Absolute line, man, is just crushing it.
Yeah. You have no filter? That's cool.
It's all good, man.
He remembers this. Weed Free Bag Just Don't Watch Cats Again. I feel like that was 2018 or something.
That was 2000? I think that was around the pandemic, wasn't it?
2020?
Yeah, wasn't it?
I think it was before that.
I wasn't with my ex at the time. I was in. Yeah, I wasn't. That was a weird. That was a really weird period of time, because there was like a good 1 to 2 years where I had just gotten out of a long distance, out of a long-term relationship, and I was trying to figure out a lot of stuff going on. That was a hazy 2 years as well.
I get it. To be fair, I don't think J.K. Rowling is cool enough to have read a Vertigo comic. That's a point.
I could see that. Yeah, I agree with
that. This is actually good. Reading Top 10. I think reading Top 10 and Watchmen, because Top 10 is also Tom Strong by Alan Moore. Those are still very inventive while being a little bit lighter, but they're still mind-bending concepts that I really dug at the time. Solid advice on Watchmen. I definitely know the animated Watchmen multi-part series might be cool too, but I want to read it first.
Well, that HBO series is incredible.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That HBO series is one. I still hold the opinion that HBO series is the best comic book TV series of all time.
Let's see. I agreed with that, but I put something else with it that I saw recently.
Yeah.
I think I saw it. Did I see it last year? James, what did I like besides the Watchmen show? And I saw it last year.
Did you see Penguin? Have you seen?
Sorry?
Have you seen Penguin?
No.
You'll like Penguin.
Yeah, that's one I need to, and I need to see the 4th season of Harley Quinn. I can't believe I've not seen it. But I'm committed to finishing What We Do in the Shadows right now, and then I need to go watch Harley and Penguin.
Yeah.
I'll watch the Batman first.
Oh, Jackie Deltona.
He is a character, that guy.
Oh my gosh, man. I don't think I've laughed that hard in a long time when watching that episode. I was dying the whole time.
The whole show, I legit laugh out loud a lot of times. The humor's so dry and perfect.
It's so brilliant. Persian Frank Zappa. Have you got that part yet?
Persian Frank Zappa. What's he do?
No. Where they show a photo of Nandor, the whatever it was,
Yeah,
in his old like colonial days or whatever, when he was still
yeah.
pillaging and destroying towns. And one of them goes, "You look like Persian Frank Zappa."
I probably have seen that. I remember the Jackie Daytona stuff more. Creative Freedom did read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing and loved it.
Oh, awesome, man. Cool.
Actually, haven't seen the movie or TV show. We'll reread it. And well, I you do need to know about the characters in Watchmen, because this Watchmen show it's not a sequel, but I feel like it goes that way or this way from it's a completely amazing take on what certain characters can be.
It's a
And
sequel. It is
it is a sequel. Okay. Sequel. And I agree with Lou. It's certainly I feel like it was some of the best television ever, but certainly the best superhero stuff. What did I see last year? You'd think that it would be more memorable. Let's see if James has answered that yet. Well, I did like Sinners, but I mean, good point. But what did do you remember what I watched on television last year for superheroes that I thought was so great?
I don't.
Well, I'm asking James actually, because
Oh.
I don't remember. You don't remember. Penguin was amazing. Awesome. Oh, CNSS. Sorry. Fave annual rereads. Ooh, these are all bangers, as the kids say. Brubaker Cap, Omni Volume 1. Azzarello's Under Bullets, Garth Ennis's The Boys, and Morrison Batman. Some of the best books ever.
Good choices.
Nice. Yeah. How didn't that thing get canceled after like 4 episodes or something?
Why the Last Man was canceled after the pilot episode aired.
Oh my gosh.
They finished the season, they put out the whole season, but immediately after the first episode aired, they went, "Yeah, we're not doing another season."
I forgot about that. They also HBO bailed on Swamp Thing after the first season.
Right. I think there was an issue with something involving the budget, is what they said, or taxes, something like that. Because I remember watching that first episode going, "Jesus Christ, this looks like a movie. Wow, this looks impressive." And then I found out, oh, they blew their budget really quick on this show, apparently. That was the excuse. It's been years. I don't really remember the details. Something involving the budget and taxes or something like that.
William Lee agrees. Why the Masked Lion show was good. There was way too much hate. X-Men 97. That was 2024, I think. And same with Creature Commandos. That was 2024.
That was cool. Both of those are great.
I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Swamp Thing CW FXs were crazy. I did love it. And Doc agrees with you. You know, I haven't finished. I agree. I love that first season of Daredevil, and I really owe it to myself to see the rest of it.
I gotta watch the new season. I haven't sat down with it. I watched the first episode and I really liked it, but I didn't stick around for it.
I have, honestly, it has been a long time since I read the Miller run. I have read it. I don't remember any. But it's possible it's in there. Any of that, we'll call them shenanigans of Miller that he, puts in there. I feel like he's completely cleaned that up now that he has to write for Netflix. But I don't remember. It's still, actually, I have the omnibus, so I must have not objected to it.
I use the bathroom. We're back.
Okay. More Swamp Thing rivals Claremont's X-Men for my favorite run of all time. Speaking of X-Men, I'm halfway through the Epic Collection Wounded Wolf, so about issue 203. I read the first trade of Ultimates from New Ultimate yesterday and really liked it. Oh, Phil Notto, I love his art. Does the art for an amazing Doom issue. Dennis Camp, the writer, is definitely a rising star. I've heard a lot of pronunciation on Dennis. I say Dennis, but do other people say Denise? Denise? Something? Do they pronounce it differently? DC app that had Swamp Thing and all that had potential, but it crashed and burned. Born Again was mixed, but episode 8 was excellent. Daredevil season 3 is my favorite. So far, loved the Punisher shows. Yeah. That's by Scott Snyder and then finished by Charles Soule, right? I remember it started, I thought strong, but then Charles Soule's issues were really great. First season Jessica Jones really holds up too. I rewatched it last year. I had to stop watching that. I haven't even seen The Purple Man yet, but already seeing what he's made the women do in that really creeped me out. I had to stop watching it. I should pick it up because I love Kristen Ritter. She was great in Don't Mind the Bee in Apartment C or whatever it was. She was great. Okay, wait. We're getting close. Ghost BBC. I haven't finished that series. And it wasn't like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And it wasn't Taskmaster season 19, which was hilarious. I only have Netflix now, which I cancel before I have to renew. My interest in subscription services have diminished. Plus, they're costing too much for little content I watch. Miller's more miss than hits for me. The only book of his I liked was Red Sun, but I heard it was ghost written by Grant Morrison.
I have never heard this.
I had heard that he helped, but I didn't know the rumor was that he had completely written it.
What? No, this is the first time for me. Really?
Yeah. What? Oh, this might be the reason for their fallout. Now that I think about the rumor, Grant Morrison wrote it, and this is what I heard. Grant Morrison wrote it, but got no credit. And Miller wouldn't give him credit for like either co-writing, writing, or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's what led to their breakup as friends.
Wasn't there an issue with an artist and Mark Millar recently where the artist said he didn't get paid what he was due or something?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a thing that just happened a few years ago or like a year ago?
I feel like it happened last year, and I mentioned some book by Millar, and somebody brought up the topic that the colorist hadn't been paid or something like that. Yeah, so he's pulling stuff. Oh yeah, I love Magic Order. That thing's a little spicy without being edgelordy. If I get my edgelord facts straight, it's not super edgy. I really loved it. Oh gosh, I love Disney Plus and Prime. I watch more on Prime though. Was that Prime? What the heck? Why can't I think of what show I really loved? My TV time also decreased. That's the issue, is that I got into comics so much.
Oh yeah.
I like the Snyder and Soul run. I love Swamp Thing as a character, which is why I'm seriously considering picking up, but I'm also very precious about my shelf space. Yeah, I get that.
Makes sense.
Same regarding D plus. I got rid of it after the Kimmel situation last year. I'll only get it again for X-Men 97 season 2. Do you remember we were all in the chat when D plus launched at like 6 a.m.? We were all in the chat, really excited for it, and we tried watching Simpsons episodes. And at the time, I don't know, maybe the internet's better now, but everybody overloaded it, and you couldn't get it to play for the first part.
I remember that. I totally remember that. Yeah. I remember waking up early as heck to go watch the Mandalorian show, because that was the big standout show that they launched their streaming service with. I was like, wow, this is really good. And then I looked up a whole bunch of cartoons and stuff from my childhood. I'm like, oh my gosh, everything is here. Yeah. No, Disney Plus gets used a lot in this house, mainly for that blue little dog that little kids are obsessed with and adults are obsessed with as well. Yeah, Disney Plus, it's probably, outside of Prime Video, it might be the most used app that we have in this house. We use it a lot.
Morrison gave Miller the ending to Red Sun. And is that what broke him up, Doc?
I have not heard any of this stuff. This is all new to me, which is fascinating.
Yeah. I heard that last year at some point from a solid source.
Huh.
Of course, I can't remember who it was, but I feel like I was on somebody's show, or it was my own show, and somebody brought it up.
Was it Drunken Omar?
No. I watch way too much YouTube than anything else, and no ads would be fire. What? That's a good question, because I have on my channel and this channel, I haven't gotten for like 3 or 4 months any complaints about ads. Do a lot of you out there have YouTube TV?
I have YouTube Premium. Yeah, I happily, because we watch a lot of YouTube in the house. There's a lot of educational stuff, and I bit the bullet for it because I was tired of my kid watching videos on YouTube and getting advertisements for weird shit that didn't apply to her age.
Yeah.
Even on the YouTube Kids app, some stuff was still popping up that I went, what the fuck is this? This is the YouTube Kids app. So I got tired of it, so I just ponied up for YouTube Premium. And let me tell you, I can't go back. I can't go back.
That's what my daughter says.
Oh my God, I can't go back, dude. There's no, to watch ads and all the garbage stuff that they, no. And the thing that sucks now too is that you get these YouTubers that run these 40 to 2-minute ads on their show, and if you don't have YouTube Premium, you get ads on top of that, which is just absolutely the most annoying thing. I can't stand it. With that said, you guys should visit our sponsor site, instocktrades.com, where you can get your comics up to 40-50% off, and hardcovers and paperbacks. Jess, why don't you tell them all about instocktrades.com?
Yeah, you can get them 30 to 60% off the retail price. Don't forget that 2% loyalty discount, which helped me get Catwoman volume, gosh, I think it's volume 6 for 50% off, which I'm looking forward to. At the end of every month, on the last Monday, we give away a free $50 gift card to IST, courtesy of IST. $50 in an order in the United States gets you free shipping. That's crazy awesome. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's instocktrades.com.
Dude, you're blowing my mind though. I did not know this about Morrison and Millar. That there's like a little bit of there's some animosity going on there.
Yeah, there's actually Doc Elevator has some more on it. Morrison ghost wrote some Ultimate Marvel books for Miller after he got sick and was mad there was no credit.
Huh.
Morrison wrote about it in his Super Gods book, which is a good read. Um, you know what? I sort of didn't take Larry's Libraries kind of warning, which is like this. For StreamYard, because StreamYard was free uh, up until last year. And it costs a lot. So I don't know how much I paid for this year, but I'm going to have to get going and actually have like 2 live streams a week to justify it. But Larry said, now that StreamYard's been bought, I wonder what's going to happen into that price.
Huh.
It went straight up. I'm sorry, it wasn't free. It was $200,
Wow.
which it's twice that now. But once Netflix completes its purchase of WB, they're going to have a ton of debt, just a ton, like
nasty, man.
$50 billion worth. I'm not even exaggerating that. So that means everything's going to go up within the WB, HBO, Netflix.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You think you're paying too much now? $25 a month. I think it's $25 a month for like the bells and whistles, no ads, 4K and all that stuff on Netflix right now. Just wait. Just wait, because then once they finish this merger, within about a year after that, you're easily probably going to be paying about $35 a month for that. I guarantee it. And I guarantee this too. They're kind of already doing this. They're going to siphon off, they're going to cut off some of their content to different tiers. So, yeah. So you want to watch that new season of the new spinoff of Stranger Things when it comes out first thing in the morning? You're probably going to have to pony up and pay that $35 a month. Or you can wait about a month and then on that $20 a month or $25 a month tier, you'll be able to watch it then. I guarantee it. Stuff like that is probably going to come down the pipe soon.
Do you think they will cut off access to the shows if you don't go up to like the top tier?
I don't think they'll cut it. No, they wouldn't be that dumb. No, they'll parse it out. Okay, you want to watch the new season of Stranger Things as soon as it comes out? I'm just using it as an example, even though the show is done. Cool. Pay the $35. You get to watch it right away as soon as it comes out, or you can wait about a month and then you get access to it on the $25 a month tier, the $20 a month tier. I think that's going to be coming down the pipe soon for a lot of these things. I could totally see it. Streaming in general has become such a freaking nightmare to maneuver because now everything's got ads. They're starting to split stuff up into different tiers. And then the selection that you have is a lot of it is garbage. It's just the stuff to fill the machine. And the whole reason that WB was bought out by Netflix was to add a whole bunch of the back catalog stuff to Netflix. They said they're planning to keep HBO for now, as its own separate thing. We'll see how long that lasts, because I eventually would imagine they're just gonna all incorporate it right into Netflix. You know, that catalog that they have just gotten is insane, dude.
From Warner Brothers?
Yes, that Warner Brothers catalog is insane. It's crazy. You're talking about all the stuff from the DC universe, Game of Thrones, The Sopranos, like all those classic HBO series and the stuff that's coming out soon, all under one umbrella, which is nuts. And that's not even the classic films that they just got a hold of. It's crazy. And we're still going to wait and see if it goes through. We are about probably 2 years away from seeing this to completion.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a lot of litigation, I'm sure. There's going to be a lot of stuff that they're going to have to go through and everything. And Paramount is being a little bitch about it right now. And they tried to sue them. And I think they lost already one of their lawsuits or something like that. Mostly because the CEO of Paramount is a little punk ass bitch. And he can't be told no. But overall, man, it's an insane catalog that Warner Brothers, that HBO, Jesus, that Netflix has just inherited.
Yeah, agree. Kane, when I think of you, I think of integrity because she says it was here on your show. This is when the colorist wasn't paid. I don't remember what book it was, but she says it was on my show. One of us brought it up. I stopped buying Millar books because of it. That's integrity. Nice. Ad block for the win. Ad blocker's been working. Sometimes they don't. It could somebody they haven't really said that recently. Morrison asked if there's a chance he'll bump into Miller since they live in the same city. There's a very good chance of running into him, and I hope I'm going 100 miles per hour when it happens. That's cold. Oof. Okay. I think that that's a pretty frosty answer.
There's some animosity there.
Lou, that was a diabolical segue.
You.
I've got multiple ad block plugins, and none of them work all the time, at least for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot completely about Cameron had this idea. Wow, that was a long time ago. That was easily within our first 6 months with Omar, because he arranged that. When y'all had that In-Stock Trades founder on, that was cool. How he was sitting in a movie theater and came up with a lot of the In-Stock Trade ideas in his head. Yeah, and he's gotten busier and busier, and so's Emily. So as much as I love them both, we're not going to be able to get them on here again. Netflix is also building a studio in my great state, so more debt will be had. Yeah, I know. I think we are at cable.
We're at cable. And even now, you've got all these different streaming services that they're bundling different streaming services into one streaming service package. We're basically back at cable,
I just remembered what it was. It wasn't comic books. It was Star Wars.
Oh.
It was... What was that guy's name? Andor.
Okay, I need to watch that.
To me, that was peak television.
Everybody says that. I need to sit down and watch it. I have the first season. I'm waiting for the second season to come out.
The first season is epically epic. It goes through so many. They're having a second season?
The second season is already out on Disney Plus.
Of Andor?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it ended with Rogue One.
No, the second season leads up to Rogue One.
Oh, shit. It's already on Disney Plus?
Yeah, the whole second season's out there already.
Frick, what a great coincidence that we're talking about this. To me, it's Watchmen and Andor as the greatest, nerd television. Wow, I'm glad I found that out. All of this plus an internet outage a few weeks ago is leading me back to physical media. I know we're going to see, I haven't gotten to it yet, but I guarantee Kane has already typed something like physical media forever, because Lou, and I all agree.
Yeah.
If you really want to own something, you have to buy a physical copy of it.
Absolutely.
Because Apple has clawed back several things that I bought.
Yeah.
On the iTunes library.
Do you have Verizon? Oh no, it's Xfinity. Did you see that Xfinity? I think it was either Verizon or Xfinity that they had a blackout.
Oh yeah, I have Verizon. I experienced it Wednesday.
Yeah.
I was still able to text, but my phone said SOS on it instead of the reception bars.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? SOS? That can't be good. So I looked up what it meant.
Yeah.
And I rebooted and I kept getting SOS. And I think when I typed in what SOS was, That's when it said something on Google about the Verizon outage.
Yeah, my wife's work phone. It's with Verizon, and she couldn't do her job for a few hours.
Mm.
Yeah.
Remy, I don't know anymore. I was hearing they were doing some legal trickery to offload that debt to other parts of the company. Well, that I remember that's why you never saw Batgirl. They
Yeah.
shelved it and destroyed it, took the tax write off, and never releasing it because
Yeah.
they needed the tax write off.
I was really curious about that movie and how that turned out. Good or bad, I wanted to see it. I know Brendan Fraser was in there as Firefly. I really
Oh, yeah,
wanted to
that's
see it.
right.
Yeah.
Off to the high seas.
At that point, I'm pirating.
Right. Wait, I want to see Kane say. There it is. Knew it. Thank you. I knew it. She sticks to her guns. Oh yeah, Andor is excellent. Season 1 is slight. Oh, so okay, so you've watched. Good grief! Now I have to watch that too, because I freaking love that first episode. I mean, season. Whoa, that was so excellent.
Everything I've heard is that season 2 is very relevant to what's going on right now.
Oh, it's
Yes,
gonna really bother me.
probably.
This is right. Streaming's losing what made it appealing in the first place.
True.
Why Warner Brothers sold that. Is Shudder a part of Warner Brothers? Do you know?
I don't know. I have a Shudder subscription. I don't know.
Because that's a Shudder. I mean, that's a streaming service I was considering getting.
No.
But I have so many now.
I love Shudder.
The catalog, exactly. What if HBO gets shut down and all the content will be on Netflix? I imagine also that Paramount will be bought soon. I don't know how I feel about it's not good news for the consumer, who always come in last. This all means everything's going up. Exactly. And music. I had George Harrison's All Things Must Pass was one of my favorite albums ever on Amazon, and now all of a sudden I can't get it. I'm like, what the heck? How am I gonna? So I gotta, if I want to listen to it, I'm either gonna have to. Why would I buy it on Apple? They could do the same thing to me. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy the album. Oh, Harry Potter too.
Oh yeah, they got the Harry Potter license in that too.
You mean Timothy Hunter? Okay.
Wow.
So far, I don't like some of the Miller books either. Either wish I had not bought so many of them. You can read New Order and be okay. It's excellent and no edgy stuff. But I get everything else.
Yeah, Mark Millar had a weird period there where it just seemed like he was just he was just putting slop out just to kind of put stuff out, right?
Yeah, and
Netflix deal.
He's put out some everything he's written that has the Netflix tag on it has been safe for, I don't know, 14 years up.
Yeah.
There is insinuation on some stuff in Magic Order, but I haven't really seen anything like that. King of Spies, I don't recall has any of that. Jupiter's Legacy, which got canceled, and how am I supposed to care about characters that way?
Can I tell you what? Okay, here's something that immediately takes me out of a story. And so my wife and I were this is relevant. My wife and I were watching a show called His and Hers. I think that's what it is.
Oh, I've read about that recently.
Yeah, it's really good. It was really good. we get to the very last episode, and there's a scene involving, let's just use the word essay. And
Oh,
immediately I get taken out of the show and get turned off by the whole thing because I'm like, do we really need that? I for, far be it from me to tell somebody what you should and should not put in a show because that's your creative thing. If you want to tell a story that way, perfectly fine. But for me, I just have a very visceral reaction to it, and immediately just turns me off of the whole thing. I'm like, oh God, really? Did we need to show this or have this happen to this character? And I'm just like, okay.
that's a really good point. Is there ever a reason in uh anything, television, fine, is there ever a reason to have that in a show?
I think it depends on the story and the context of the story that it's being told that's being told. It's just for me, and again, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
telling anybody how they should tell their story. It immediately takes it out. Sometimes something like that, story wise, can feel, depending on the context, can feel like okay, you're just. It's all about context because sometimes, depending on the story, it's like okay, you just wanted me to get a cheap reaction, and yeah, of course, I'm going to hate this antagonist now because they did this. Yeah, of course. Um, but if you're telling a story that it's hard for me to explain. It's kind of central to what is happening and it is a necessary element of the story, then I get it, but it's I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I can't think honestly of a reason. If it's in someone's history, you can talk about it if it affects the story, certainly,
Right.
but I don't see any reason you should show it.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's very upsetting. Second season of Andor is actually peak. If you thought season one was good, whoa, you're saying season two's better than season one? I will say a lot of people tell you to skip the first two episodes because they were slow paced.
Mm.
I didn't find that to be true. I found that it was very important um, backstory on what um, what gives Andor his I'm not having trouble pulling the word motivation
Okay.
throughout the entire episode. And man, that the I'm sorry, season. The seasons get Jesus Christ, the episodes are absolutely perfect to me. And then there's a whole arc in there where story arc, and I was like, what, are they really doing this? And by the end of the story arc, I was like, this show couldn't have done without this. This was amazing. So it set the tone for the rest of the
Mhm.
series and stuff. So it was awesome. If I could consume OmniBros if I have physical media, I would. Yeah, we should put out a CD.
Oh, dude, I'll do you one better. Let's put up VHS copies. Yeah, man. Do you remember when you could get the encyclopedia collection? When you
Oh,
would buy
CD-ROM.
no, the books where you
Oh
would
yeah.
buy
Oh,
like A through C or something like that as a collection, and then you get a few months later D through whatever.
in our old house, we had World Book
Oh,
and Encyclopedia Britannica. And I
okay.
inherited those from my parents because, of course, I wanted those. How was I going to find out about history any other way? I had to look at World Book or Encyclopedia Britannica. Good heavens.
Yeah, let's James, let's get on it, man. Let's put up VHS copies of OmniBros Live. We've got 10 years worth of content. So if you want years 1 through 3, you can send 99.99 to just brag
Oh, don't drag me into this.
to OmniDogs Vault at paypal.com.
Physical media is too expensive also. 4K Blu-ray being 40 or 50 is crazy.
It's getting pricey.
Mm,
Everything is getting pricey these days.
yeah. CNSS with well thought out thought. A well-rounded physical comic collection is worth more than all the streaming crap and subscription sites in the whole world. You can still read when the electricity goes out.
True.
Not wrong. Oh gosh, I'm not sure I can watch that.
Yeah. It's everything I've heard is that it's very scarily relevant to what's going on with Mango Mussolini in office right now. Yeah.
Gosh, it's so upsetting to me. I mean, I'm not going to drink, but
Yeah.
that was the first thing my sponsor wanted me to cut out was politics because it flipped me out. So
Definitely might want to shy away from it for a while, Jess.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah, as much as I want King of Spies and Prodigy library editions, I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm gonna be stubborn. Is not buy them unless used. Yeah, but what about the political stuff, William Lee? Particularly since it bothers me so much. What the what? How did I not know this? That's when I was watching Andor. The first season. Season 2, wow. Uh-oh. Spotify price is also going up?
It's all going up, man.
There is no way. We have 3 music subscriptions. One for my car, that's Sirius XM. I can't live without that.
Howard Stern.
Well, yes. And Spotify and Amazon Music. I'm gonna have to think really hard if I really need 2 music streaming services. That seems excessive to me. CDs for the win, right? I believe. Oh, AMC owns Shudder. That sounds right. Oh yeah, because Spotify won't get rid of those ads that they're running. Yeah, that ownership is really sketchy. Those ads they accept. Oh boy, yeah, you're right, Brian.
I don't use Spotify because I'm an old millennial. I don't know. I don't use Spotify.
What do you use do you stream any music?
Apple, the Apple Music thing.
Oh,
That's what I use. That's what I have. But it's kind of all bundled in because I have Apple TV. I have all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're a very big Apple family here.
Yeah, same here.
Just I gotta get going, man.
Okay. Let me wrap this up with everybody. Creative Freedom just bought a bunch of JLA classified single issues because it's not fully collected, I don't think even. Smart. Yes, season 2, episode 7 through 9 is absolute masterpiece. He agrees 100%. Whoa. Spotify, yeah, no, they don't have any high definition. They've upped it to better definition, but it's not like HD or the Tidal stuff. Yeah. But Tidal doesn't have the library that Amazon and Spotify do.
I need to get started on Twin Peaks. That's my one goal, TV show goal this year. I'm gonna watch Twin Peaks. I'm gonna sit down and get through it.
I'm interested in what you think about the second season.
I have heard things.
Some people
all good things.
Yeah. I forgot there was a Darth Maul TV show. Not interested. I know lots of people love Darth Maul. Not me. Darth Vader? Yes. First couple episodes of Andor almost had Blade Runner vibes for me, which is also a major win. The first 2 episodes totally inform the rest of the series based on what happens in those 2 episodes.
You know, it amazes me that people watch and consume all these geek products and stuff like that, and this is how I know media literacy is completely trashed, and they get nothing out of it, like nothing out of the content they consume. Like, oh yeah, Star Wars is about fighting. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm gonna. Never mind. Let's move on. Let's just move on. I'm not gonna get into that.
Tony Gilroy, writer of Andor, is also a big French Revolution buff, so that factors in.
Cool.
Oh, creative freedom. He has a comic book rack. The old school spinner racks are awesome. That's amazing that you got it. I hope you didn't pay too much. My wife paid a pretty penny 20 years ago, I want to say, for my birthday. It was the greatest birthday present ever.
Aww.
Just in time, welcome. Makes sense. Andor is relevant. Star Wars inherently tackles fascism and imperialism. And Andor is about the direct results to average peace people.
Yeah, it's relevant.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Have I? Yeah, I know about Planet Gorman and its spiders. You got to be kidding me. Did I actually watch 2 seasons of that fucking thing and not remember? I totally remember Planet Gorman and its spiders. Oh my God.
Did you watch 2 seasons of Andor and not realize you watched 2 seasons of Andor?
Because I watched Rogue One immediately after.
You might have watched the 2nd season of a TV show and completely.
Oh my God. Doc Elevator, don't tell me some more stuff about season 2. I have to I have to hear more. I remember seeing everything that happened on Planet Gorman, including I don't think I realized that I was watching all that. I must have, because I really enjoyed the performance from the blonde woman with the perpetual frown. Her acting was amazing in that, and she had an amazing storyline with a certain person that was in the through line throughout the whole series. Well, I loved it.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Just totally got, this isn't the season you're looking for. Well, I saw episodes 7 through 9, and apparently they didn't bother me so much.
Just think about it this: you go rewatch the show now, like it's your first time. Like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Well, I get there's no such thing, right? I don't know. Did I see it? Well, I Dog Elevator. That was so awesome that you brought that up. Okay. So I saw whatever the political episodes were, and I didn't find them upsetting. Yeah. I got what the whole thing was about.
Yes.
I mean, the concept was certainly upsetting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And I did a show on it either last year or the end of 2023, where I had the Minister of Comics back on, and we talked about it. I'm sure about that. Oh, thank you, Creative Freedom. Happy to tell you where I got it from. Sideshow Collectibles. Okay, right. Okay, I do remember that. I love these comments. It was well done and not heavy-handed, which is something a lot of shows miss on. Okay. Oh yeah, that we had fun. Taylor and I did. A lot of fun with that show. Okay. This is the best.
That is fantastic, man.
So peace and love. OmniDog's Vault. I don't think I have a show tomorrow, but I'm going to start recruiting people so I can start having shows again every Saturday.
Nice.
I haven't seen this yet, but I know it's the next thing I'm supposed to watch.
Yes.
And I own it.
Batman Beyond.
So Kane would dig that because I own it. So yeah, I'm going to start recruiting a lot of people, and I'm going to start doing regular shows again. I feel much better. This is a nice compliment. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Well, that's good. Kane, what do you think? Has she already checked out?
I think she left already. Jess, did you watch all of Lord of the Rings? I'm just wondering, have you seen all of it? And actually,
yeah, I did see it, and I own a box set of it, the extended version, which I think means it's 24 hours.
Yeah, pretty close to it. Yeah, that's pretty close.
You know what? I realized that I feel like that is your generation Star Wars.
100%. Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. And I think I'm still watching the epilogue of Return of the King because it just would not end.
Oh, that's right, with all those endings.
Oh my God, I love those movies, but Return of the King would not end.
Oh, here's my Discord. I need to go in there and see if anybody's messaged me. I haven't been there in a couple weeks. Well, I have Superman the animated series too, and I loved Supergirl in one of the last episodes with Batgirl from the animated series Batman. The design of Batgirl and Supergirl was just boss. Here's my thank you, James. Thank you. Oh dear. Okay, Doc. You're a good fan. I legit went to go wash my hair. Did you hear about how I messed up? Oh, Jewish Dragons. I'm so sorry you're just now tuning in. We were just wrapping up.
Is your team still playing?
Yeah, they play Sunday night versus the Bears.
How are you looking?
I don't know. It's going to be 8 degrees there. The Rams team is from LA. So I think the Bears could easily pull an upset. I'm trying to tell my family, just relax, be happy we made it this far. Let's enjoy the game. And of course, my daughter's tuning me out like, if we don't win this game, I'm quitting sports forever. I'm like, what? Yeah, they're favored by 3.5, but that's almost even. Pretty hard. Oh, there's some. I thought you meant hardcore. There are very pretty hardcover editions for Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, and the Silmarillion. Yeah, he is dangerous. So peace and love. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Love you all. Kane, you might want to rewind a little bit and see where I had an experience with Andor. I feel like that was like 7 minutes ago. That might be the funniest thing I think that's ever happened to me on the air. Okay, so thank you all for being here. That's awesome. And thank you for watching. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Good night, everybody.
Good.